Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I thought I'd give you a little insight as to what is in my everyday makeup collection. As you can see, the bag that I have for my everyday makeup isn't massive, but I do have a stack of the Birchbox boxes that I use to store the bulk of my mascaras and lipsticks. What I tend to do is, for ease and quickness, I put in a couple of lip products and a couple of mascaras into my everyday makeup bag and chop and change that every sort of week or so. It's to the season, mood, etc. So let me show you what's inside. I got this bag from Harrods in London a few years back, and I think it is the perfect size just for everyday makeup. It's not full at the moment because I have narrowed it down to the products that I solely use every day, but usually it is quite full of other stuff that I don't use but I've just kind of thrown in there for ease. Starting with the foundation I use, and it is the BareMinerals SPF 15, and I am in the shade Fairly Light. I don't tend to put this on every day for work. I go for sort of a minimal look on most days, but when I do put foundation on, this is the one that I use. And to apply my foundation, I use this Kabuki brush that is from Avon. I've had this quite a while now and it does need a really good clean, so excuse the mess of it, but that is what I use to apply the foundation. Next is the blush products that I use. I used to reach a lot for this MAC blusher in the shade Pinch of Peach. I've had this for a long time now. I just can't seem to throw it away, even though I don't use it very often, but when I do want that sort of brighter pink colour, it is the one I reach for. But I think because the price I paid for it at the time, I just can't bear to throw it away. I've recently put it back into my daily makeup bag as I am wanting to use it up a bit more, because I did stop using it at one point as I found a cheaper alternative, but it's such a shame to not use it anymore because it was quite expensive at the time I bought it, if I remember rightly, and it is a really nice colour, so I've put it back in my bag with the intention of wanting to use it more. My go-to blusher has now become the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blusher. I picked this up in the Black Friday sale, and this is just the sample size that was in one of their holiday kits, but I just love the colour of it and I probably wear this every day. And I've been wearing it for a few weeks now and I'm still don't seem to be making a dent on the pan at all. This is in the shade Ornate, and when this runs out I will definitely be purchasing the full size product, maybe in a different shade to try something else. I also have had my eye on their palette of these that they have, which I think was on sale recently, but it sold out before I had a chance to buy it. On to concealers. I have this Ellis Faas one that I got in my recent latest in beauty box. I am giving this a go as to whether I do like the product or not, and I have been using it most days, but for mainly my under eye area, it is a good product. I just don't think it competes with the product that I do use every day, and it's the collection Lasting Perfection, and I'm in the shade number 1, which is Fair. This is great for under the eyes. It blends really well and does cover the dark circles under your eyes, so I find when I don't have really dark circles, this is sufficient enough, but when they are quite dark, as they have been the last week, due to my daughter deciding that she didn't like sleep anymore, I have been having to bring out the big guns and use this a lot more. The other concealer that I use is this Barry M Light Reflecting Concealer, and this is the one that I use on my blemishes, as due to it having a brush applicator as opposed to a sponge, I find it is better to apply to blemishes as it doesn't clog them up or get crusty around them as it can do sometimes, so this is the one I reach for. I don't wear eyeshadow every day for work, but when I have got the time to do it, first thing I put on is the Milani eyeshadow primer. Been using this so much since I bought it, and I think it is great. It goes on really well. It doesn't crease and it does make your eyeshadow last that bit longer. On the days that I do wear eyeshadow for work, as I say, I'm usually in a bit of a rush, so I tend to reach for one of these two palettes, either the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio or my new Tarte Tease palette. Both of these can achieve great easy day looks without having to stand there for half an hour, which I don't have time for, to look at all different colours. So these are my go-to workday eyeshadow palettes. On to mascara. I do have a lot in my collection at the moment, and I am desperately trying to use up as many as I can because I know the shelf life on mascaras isn't great. But I made the mistake of opening too many. These are the three main ones that I reach for on a daily basis, and it is the Clinique Lash Power. You can't really see the writing because of the light. And I really like the brush on this because it's nice and skinny and you can get into most lashes, and it does separate them but doesn't give you too much of a dramatic look, which is great for work. The next is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. This is another one that doesn't have a massive brush, so it's easy to get into all the lashes. This gives more of a dramatic look than the Clinique one, so if you ever need a bit more of a dramatic eyelash, this is the one I'll reach for. Finally, which is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is a more dramatic nighttime look, I would say, but I can't help putting it on because I just love wearing it. It gives you great volume, great length, and it does actually give a curl in my lash as well, which not many mascaras do. So it's not necessarily what I class as an everyday mascara, but I can't help wearing it because I really enjoy wearing it. On to the bronzer that I wear. I'm currently working my way through the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is the one that I got in Birchbox, and it is lasting quite a while, to be honest. I still haven't really made an indent on the writing, but I am using it most days, so I think I'll get a while out of this before I do need to purchase the full size one, which I will definitely be doing because I really like the tone of this. I like that it's not shimmery, so it is the perfect bronzer for a daytime look. On to eyeliners. Again, not something that I tend to wear every day because I don't have time or the skill to put it on. But the one that I probably will wear every day is this. Excuse how absolutely disgusting it is. It's a Avon Colour Trend, and it's actually a brown pencil, which is what I put in my waterline because sometimes I think a black eyeliner in your waterline can be a bit harsh, so I tend to go for more neutral with this brown. And I've had this for absolute years. It's been bashed around in so many different makeup bags, but I can't throw it out because it just goes on so well. It stays on for a good while. I know I probably could just buy a replacement because it's not going to be expensive because it's one of the cheaper brands that Avon sell, but I just can't part with this one. The other one I will tend to wear in my waterline if I do want a black one is this Lord & Berry, which is absolutely massive. I believe I got this in an old Birchbox from last year. I don't wear this very often. As you can see by the length of it, it's still got a lot of product in it, but it's nice and creamy and it is good for your waterline, but because of its creaminess it is also good as a eyelid eyeliner as well. I just tend to use it for the waterline more. Next, on to the eyeliners that I use on my lash line. The first one is the Milani Stay Put, and this is in the shade Linked On Black. I really like the way this goes on. It's very smooth and doesn't tug on the lash line, and you can get quite close. I've only been recently wearing eyeliner on my lash line, again after not wearing it for a couple of years, and this has been a really good first one to sort of try and use again. When I did used to wear eyeliner, this is the one that I used to wear, and it's an Avon Glimmerstick. So this is one of the turn up ones, and this is in the shade Smoky Diamond. So it's a more charcoaly grey colour with a bit of shimmer in it maybe. I don't wear this one really anymore, but because I did wear it for so long I do have a little bit of a love for it, so that's why I've put it back in my everyday makeup collection to get a bit more use out of it, and it still goes on really nicely even though it is quite old and probably should be binned. Then we've got the Tarte Maneater, eyeliner, and this is a liquid eyeliner, which I was very uncomfortable with using at first because I just thought I wasn't any good at using them, but this has just made my life so much easier, and this is the one I reach for if I've got more time. I will put the Milani one on because you need to take a bit more time using that, but this just glides on so effortlessly. If I am in a bit of a pinch for time, this is the one that I put on. Next we have eyebrows. This is the one thing I will not go out the house without doing. I just can't do it anymore. I've only been probably filling in my eyebrows for about a year now, and it is now the first thing I do when I'm doing my makeup. And the product I have been using for a long time is this Rimmel Brow This Way. As you can see, I've hit pan on the powder side. I did stop using the wax side because the wax side isn't the best. It is a bit hard and you do kind of have to dig into it, but powder side, it's perfect tone for me, and I am in the shade medium brown. I do have another one lined up, but I want to use as much of this as possible, and it shouldn't take much longer because it wasn't that long ago that I hit pan, and now that I've hit pan I seem to be going through it a lot quicker. But this product is brilliant, and I think it fills in my brows with great ease. I have bought a number of different pencil eyebrow products, but I just can't seem to get the hang of a pencil, so I keep reverting back to this one. So this is the only one that's actually in my everyday collection because this is the one thing that I'm comfortable with using, so I haven't got to mess around with any other products. And lastly, on to lips. As I said before, I have the Birchbox boxes with all my other lip products in because I have managed to get quite a collection of lip products, because I can't stop buying lipstick because I see so many that I like, and I will circulate them sort of on a weekly basis as to what I feel like wearing. But at the moment, the two that are in my everyday collection that I'm not wearing one, I'm wearing the other. The first one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, and this is in the shade Surfs Up. I'm hoping that I will be able to actually use this full product up because it isn't a massive product. I am starting to make a bit of a dent in it now, and I haven't had it that long. I'm hoping it's not a limited edition and I can buy the full size once this runs out, because it is a really nice colour, especially for this season. The next lipstick I've been wearing is the Smashbox Be Legendary, and this is in the shade Fig. This is one of a set of 6 that I got for Christmas, and I just think it's a really nice colour. It's not what I would normally wear, it's a bit more purpley than I'm used to wearing, but it just looks so nice and actually quite natural on the lips, so I'm really enjoying wearing this. I haven't tried it yet with the mattifying liquid that came with the set, as I like the finish of this one as it is, and I just think the packaging of this is so cute. So that is it for my daily makeup collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was something a little bit different, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.